Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am the Channeling Goddess. Today we will be doing an Oracle pick a card reading. So I have two piles here in front of me. This reading specifically is about the good things that are coming to you soon. So my soon is within 2 to 3 months. I have set the intention that this message and these readings will reach the people that it is meant to reach. But it also is helpful if you take 3 mindful deep breaths before we get started. It just helps get you in sync with the reading and help you choose a pile that closely relates to the messages that you are looking for right now, or maybe what your soul needs to hear at this time. Okay, so make sure that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. You want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. Okay, so this is pile number 1. Says, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. That's pile number 1. Pile number 2 is star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Okay, I'm going to move pile number 2 because we're going to get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1, before I get started, I just want to say that you will hear me humming. It is just the way that I get in touch with my guides and get in touch with the energies and the collective that is around me already. You will also maybe hear some extended pauses. It's just because I'm listening to the messages that are being given to me. So just bear with me. Please be patient with me. Like I said in the beginning, if you did not hear that part, make sure that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. It just helps you in the long run get more in sync with the reading, and also be open to the messages that are given to you. Okay. So we'll move these out the way. So pile number 1, we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So when this card first came out, when I was shuffling earlier, and I want to say this, the cards for some reason felt a little bit, I don't want to say sticky. They just didn't feel like they're going to come out. So I had to kind of keep shuffling and like tap into the energy around my guys. So I don't know if there is someone here or more than one person, right, who's holding on to things that you need to let go of, right? And I feel like this card and spirit is saying fall into my arms and surrender. So one of the good things that's coming for you, pile number 1, is surrendering. Maybe you've been in a situation where you've needed to let go and you just haven't felt comfortable with letting go. Maybe you've been in a situation where you've been thinking to yourself, there's no arms for me to fall into. Like if I fall, I'm gonna fall into this huge body of water, or I'm gonna fall on these rocks. And spirit is saying, I need you to let go, right? And what's coming to you, one of the good things that's coming to you very soon is you're going to feel that power to let go rise up within you, and you're going to feel more comfortable with letting go. You're not going to be as hesitant as you are right now. And there may be, this could be for someone very specific. Maybe what you're trying to let go is a very large extreme. And what I mean by that, let's say you're going from, I don't know, maybe you've been a lawyer for several years, right? And now you're being called to, I don't know, publish books, right? It's a complete, difference from what you're doing right now. Or maybe you've been called, you've worked in a corporate world all your life, and now you're being called to be a holistic healer, right? It could be, to me, it seems like whatever this is very extreme for you, pile number 1. And spirit is saying that I have your back, right? I just need you to fall. And that peace that you need in order to do that, that's what's coming for you. So that's one of the good things that's coming for you. So let me tap into my guides. Let me tap into the collective energy. Like I said before, you may hear me humming or you may hear some extended pauses. It's just my way of getting in contact with the spirits and energies that are around me. Okay, so just bear with me. I just heard the word more love. There's more love coming into your life, pile number 1. This does not necessarily have to be more romantic love. And I'm actually seeing the image of 3 people walking, holding hands. So this could be friends. This could be coworkers. TMI, maybe you're into polyamory. Maybe that's why I'm saying the 3 people walking, holding hands, but there's definitely more love coming into your life. Okay. Okay. I literally just heard the word more sex. So if someone here is, you've been asking spirit, like, is this coming for me? I just want to be free and I just want to have a little fun. And spirit is saying that it's definitely coming for you in a safe way. Okay. Okay. So this kind of goes with what the card was saying earlier. Spirit is saying expect change. This change is not going to be a small change. This feels really, really big. It doesn't feel like a bad change. It feels like it is just a lot and it has the potential to be overwhelming for someone here. Okay, so life is like a roller coaster, right? There's ups, there's downs. Spirit is saying you're gonna have to go through the ridges of life, right? The highs, the lows of life. But spirit is saying, no matter what is happening right now, I am with you. I am one step ahead of you. I literally just heard that I'm one step ahead of you. Someone here is going back to school. And maybe you feel like you're too old to go back to school, or you don't feel like you have the funds to go back to school. Spirit is saying you're being supported in this drastic change that you're trying to make. Some of you are leaving jobs that you've had for years. Ooh. Okay, some of you are leaving marriages. I just saw the 8 of Cups, so maybe you're walking away from something that doesn't serve you. I am not a psychologist or a counselor, so I'm not here to tell you what you do. I can only tell you what I'm saying. I just saw the image of someone walking away, but their hand is in another person's hand, and it's being removed slowly. So spirit is saying that this may be a slow process. Whatever this removal is for you, it may be a slow process, but it is this. Like I said, this is the good stuff reading, right? What's coming to you, something like the things that you don't see that's coming to you that are actually good. So spirit is saying this exit that is happening for you, it is meant for you. I just saw someone walk out of a hospital. I have no idea what that means. Okay, trigger warning. Someone here may experience a death in the family. I just saw this person like walk out of a hospital with a gown on, and they don't seem all the way human. They feel more of a spirit form. So this could be, okay. So this could be like there's a death in the family. Okay, spirit is saying you're protected. Spirit is saying we understand that this is not going to be the easiest of transitions, but we have you covered. Some of you are expecting this. Maybe this person has been sick for quite some time, and you've been expecting this. And maybe that's why it's sad, but it doesn't. This is very specific. This is not going to apply to everyone in this pile, but it's sad in a way, but you also kind of have been prepared for it in some aspect of your life. So spirit is saying that, I'm here with you. It's almost like spirit's trying to warn you before it happens. I guess that's why that's coming out right now. Let's see what else we get. I just saw the Chariot. So whatever this is going to happen rather swiftly. I don't know if this is in connection to the death that I saw. It could be something else. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but there's something that's going to happen rather swiftly. Is not going to be a thing that drags on forever. It's going to happen rather swiftly. Okay, that's all the messages I have for pile 1 on that. So let's get some cards. I'm actually going to sit this here. So we're going to shuffle a couple of cards. Sorry if you can hear. It sounds like a motorcycle might be outside. But let me shuffle you a couple of cards, okay? Ooh, okay. Man holding a heart. We love to see it. We love to see it. I did say earlier, I feel like love was going to be coming into your life. More love was coming into your life. So, confirmation already. Let's see what else we get. Wow, pile number two. Pile number one. Man holding a coin. Okay. All right then, pile number one. I see you. Let's see. Let's see if we can get one more card. Pile number one. Let's see. Pile number one. Can I get one last card, please, Spirit? Pile number one. We can. Wow. Pile number one. Yin and yang. Is it this here? Bottom deck energy. Hostilities. Okay. So let's get started. First card that came out is sorry about that. Man holding a heart. Okay. So if you have been looking for new love in your life, if you've just been looking for love in general, Spirit is saying that is coming in for you. For some reason, I just got an image of a front door. So maybe this person is right around the corner, because I did say things that are coming to you rather soon, good things that are coming to you soon. So maybe this person is right around the corner. Maybe you've already met this person. And maybe you weren't aware of who they are, but Spirit is saying this person is very close to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be physically. It could be in spirit. So maybe you've been dreaming about this person. Maybe you've been fantasizing about what he or she might look like. Maybe you've been fantasizing about what your life would be like when this person comes into your life. So Spirit wants you to know that this love is coming to you. This person feels like, I don't know, it feels like a soulmate. It feels like the love that they're going to bring into your life is just, it may be something that you specifically pray for. Like, I just heard Sierra's prayers. If any of you on here know about Sierra and Russell Wilson, you know that there's this thing going around where there's like, oh my God, Sierra, what prayer did you pray? Spirit is saying this is what's coming for you, right? That sincere prayer that you prayed, what you've been asking for, Spirit is giving that to you, right? That love that you've been praying for, Spirit is giving that to you. Now, this could be the love of a friend, but it does not feel like that to me. This feels very romantic. TMI, there's going to be a lot of sex between the two of you. So just be prepared for that. If you are of childbearing age, protection. Okay. But this man is definitely coming into your life. And don't necessarily look at it just because, like it says, man holding a heart. It could just be masculine energy, but this could be anyone, right? It is a masculine energy that is coming toward you. So this could be a male, female, transgender, they, them, whatever the case may be, right? So don't think too hard about the fact that it says man holding a heart, okay? Now, your second card was man holding a coin. This person is going to be wealthy. And I don't just mean that in monetary value. I feel like the love that they're gonna give you is gonna feel like wealth to you, right? That's how it's gonna be all encompassing for you. It's gonna surround you. This love is gonna be so beautiful. But we're not gonna shy away from the fact that he's sitting here holding a coin. And some of you might be interested in the I Ching for some reason. This coin down here reminds me of the I Ching. So maybe if that's something you're interested in, you should definitely look into it. But it also could mean that this person has a different background from you. I just heard Chinese, so this person could be of Asian descent. But this person is definitely coming into your life, and there is a wealth of not just, like I said, not just money, but love, of hope, a wealth of peace, right? For some reason, this background here, it looks so peaceful to me. So maybe this person that's coming into your life is going to bring so much peace to you. And it's making me think about a reading I did a while back where I talked about this person is going to mirror you. Yin and yang, right? It's almost like, how do I say this? It's almost like you're going to be each other's peace, right? you'll be their sun, they'll be your moon, right? Whatever the case may be, just, this person is really going to be important for you. You may even see the numbers 222 when it's close to this person coming into your life. But Spirit is saying, maybe you've been praying for this love for so long, right? And I wanted, Spirit is all, okay, I'm hearing that Spirit say, I wanted to craft this love so that it was perfect for you. I didn't want any mistakes. I didn't want you to think to yourself, oh my God, I got this person and all of these things are great, but this one thing I just can't deal with. Spirit is saying this person has been crafted for you. Also, this background for some reason makes me think of the world for some reason. So maybe you all will travel. Maybe that's something you'll both be interested in, is traveling and seeing the world. Maybe he or she will allow you to see the world through different eyes. And maybe they'll show you some things that you haven't thought of, and maybe you'll show them some things they haven't thought of, right? I think this is so beautiful that this is coming into your life. Now, don't freak out because your bottom deck energy is hostilities. For me, this just feels like maybe you've gone through a lot to get here, right? And Spirit is almost saying, don't forget where you came from. When times get hard with this individual, don't forget what you went through to get to this person. Now, I am not saying stay in a relationship if a person is not what they should be, right? If they are causing you just so much heartache. But this hostilities card just makes me think about making sure that you honor where you are. Now, not everything is going to be picture perfect. And what I mean by that is there may be disagreements, but disagreements are okay. I always say, if you're in a relationship and you never ever disagree on anything, I'm not saying arguing, but disagree on anything, then it is a dictatorship. Somebody somewhere in this relationship is ruling the relationship. So hostility, to me, in some cases, is actually a good thing. I think it builds you up. I think it makes you stronger. So don't freak out when you see this card, because this right here is very beautiful, but Spirit is saying, hey, this is your bottom deck energy. Don't forget that sometimes obstacles may come. People may try and I don't want to say talk you out of this relationship, but maybe, some people may be jealous of what they see you have. Maybe some people think that you don't deserve it. And Spirit is saying you are more than deserving of this, right? If anybody deserves it, you do, right? And then look at this card, fall into my arms, right? I feel like maybe there may be some hostility from you. And maybe you're the type of person who's been super, super independent, and it is hard for you to trust anyone because you've done it in the past, right? You've trusted people and they've let you down. Spirit is saying fall into the arms of this person, right? And when you do that, you're not just falling into their arms, you're also healing something within you. Maybe you've been in a situation where, like I said, you haven't really had anybody that you could truly trust. And Spirit is saying, I'm bringing this person to you because I know, it's time, right? I know you have the ability to do this, and now it's a time to heal. I just saw the card Chiron in my mind's eye. So this is definitely going to be a healing relationship for you, but it's also going to be a beautiful relationship for you. All the things that you thought you wanted in a relationship, it is going to be in this relationship. So be patient with yourself in this relationship, but I think that this is so beautiful what's coming for you. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the astrology cards to see if we can get anything around maybe this person's sign. Maybe we can even get houses or something that's associated with this person, and then maybe it'll also tell you depending on the astrology sign when this person may be coming in for you. Okay, so just give me a second. Okay, we have void, of course, moon missing. Okay, bottom deck energy is lunar eclipse, change. Okay, so this definitely makes me feel like, I think there's a lunar eclipse, I think it's in the US for sure, is happening in April. I don't remember the exact date. I don't know what it's, maybe it's 11th or 14th. I don't remember. But you could meet this person around the lunar eclipse. Now, void, of course, moon missing. Something about this card makes me feel like this person is not going to be maybe your traditional type, maybe someone that you have traditionally dated. It may not even been somebody that you were looking for, because something about this word missing makes me feel like you may see them like, oh, they look nice, but you know, they're missing this particular thing. Like they're not the color that I want them to be, or they're not the age that I want them to be, or whatever the case may be, right? Spirit is saying be open to this individual, right? Be open to the new. Be open to trying something different, within reason. Okay, be open to trying something different. Be open to change, right? Lunar eclipse change. Be open to change. Be open to the things that this person could bring to you. Just because the package does not look the way you thought it should look, Spirit is saying don't look so much at the package itself, right? Look at what you're getting out of the package, right? The wrapping may not be perfect, but the present itself is beautiful. Okay. Like I said, this person may come around a lunar eclipse, which is happening in April, so I would say look out for that. But there may even be some change happening in your life right around the time this person comes into your life. Maybe you're going through a shift now. I kind of talked about this earlier. Maybe there are some big drastic changes that may be happening in your life, and Spirit is saying surrender. So you may have gone through a complete change. Maybe you completely changed your wardrobe, colored your hair, if that's something you've never done before, right? Maybe you decided, I'm going to just get up and move across the country, right? It's a huge change. Whatever this is a huge change. So maybe I feel like this person is going to come into your life after this huge change happened. And like I said, it could be definitely around the lunar eclipse. Let's see. We'll pull one more card for you. Let's see what we get. Pull something from the tarot deck. Let's see what we get. Okay, that was really quick. Okay, first card, Hermit. Okay. The Chariot. Didn't I say I saw that in my mind's eye earlier? I believe I did. And the Hangman. Now, earlier when I was shuffling these cards, that card actually came out. So definitely must have been meant to come out for your reading. So let's get started. Okay. The Hermit card. For some reason, this makes me feel like and this may be happening to you right now. Maybe you are in a place of contemplation right now. It feels like you're in a hermit mode right now. And right after you come out of this, that's when you're going to do this big change. I think there's a lot of contemplation going on with you right now. And that's why you're in the hermit mode. And you have been deciding whether you should or should not do this. For some reason, I feel like you're coming to the end of that, because her closing this computer makes me feel like you've done your research, you've done what you're supposed to do. Even this is reminding me of the Star card, which is new beginnings, and weird, but her dress is reminding me of the Tower, specifically in this deck. So you may have gone through a Tower moment, and you just went into seclusion, and you're like, okay, I need to figure out my next move. I need to figure out, what I'm going to do, how this is going to happen for me, or, whatever move that you are anticipating that you should make. You're being supported through this, but I will say it is time for you to come out of this. And the reason why I say that, the Chariot was your very next card, right? Which is forward movement, right? So to me, you're coming out of this hermit stage and you're moving into a place of forward movement. It feels like it's going to be rather quick. It's going to be fast. But don't let this freak you out, right? You're being supported right here, right? You're being supported. There is always going to be guides and ancestors that are on your path that's going to help you get where you need to go. And the Hangman, right? You are going to need to see whatever this is from a different perspective. Maybe give you example. Maybe you've been saying to yourself, I really, really want to go back to school, but I can't do that because I have a full-time job. I really, really want to go back to school, but, I'm a mom, so I don't know if I could do that right now. Spirit is saying you're going to need to look at this from a different perspective, right? Don't wait like the Hangman does until... one of the things about the Hangman is he or she puts himself in this position, and it's right before they die that they actually realize what is actually supposed to be happening, or they finally get it. Spirit is saying just look at it from a different perspective. Be open to things that you're not necessarily haven't thought of. Maybe try and think positively about what you want to do. I'm not saying don't think about the negative as well. Like in this card, it says holding the oppositions. Maybe you've been only thinking about it from a negative perspective, and Spirit is saying try thinking of it from a more positive perspective, right? So let's say if you say, well, if I do this, I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do this. The Spirit is saying, think of it this way. Well, what if I do this? Then I'll be able to do this, and I can do this, and I can do that. It's the simple fact of like saying, people say, well, what if it doesn't work out? Right? Spirit is asking you to say, well, what if it does? Like, what if it does work out? Okay, so pile number one, that is all the messages I have for you right now. I really hope this message resonated with you. Please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Pile number two, your message, your card actually was star bathing. So light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. So this one is this one is a little self-explanatory, a little bit. So maybe you're going through an activation in your life. This could be spiritually, this could be mentally. Maybe you are going through an initiation. I just heard that word. So, you know, if that's you, congratulations. Spirit is saying there's something that's going to be opening up for you. There is a cleansing that's going to happen for you. For some reason, the star bathing makes me think of cleansing. Also light body. So maybe you're going through this activation where you are cleansing your body. Even if you don't know that this is happening for you right now, there is a cleansing of your spirit that is happening right now, and you are tapping into that light body. You are tapping into your ancestors. If you believe in star seeds, you are tapping into your star seed family as well. So let me take some time and see what channeled messages I can get for you. I will tap into the energies and the ancestors that are around me to see what I can get for you. You will hear several pauses. You may even hear me humming. That's my way of getting into contact with my guides. So just bear with me and be patient, okay? Let's see what we get for you. Pile number two. Things they don't see coming. Good things they don't see coming. Okay. I just heard the song. What is it? And the great divide doesn't seem so wide anymore. For somebody in here, maybe you like Disney movies, but specifically, maybe there's been a divide between yourself. So this is maybe for someone very specific in here. There's been a divide between your physical body and your spiritual body. And something about this activation is going to bring them both together. I just saw like hands like slapping together, like coming together with no resistance. I also just saw like a puzzle piece. So something about this activation, something about this cleansing that's happening for you, it is going to tap you into another part of yourself. I just saw the word star family. I believe actually in this deck there is a card called star family. So like I said, maybe some of you actually in here believe in star seeds, so you will definitely be tapping into your galactic family. Okay, for those of you that does not resonate with, you will be tapping into your soul family here on earth. There is something about this cleansing. Maybe, okay, for someone in here, you're moving, maybe for more than one person, but someone in here is moving. And if you're not, you've been contemplating it. Spirit is saying, by all means, pick up and move, because something about this move is also part of your activation. It is also part of what you need to do in order to move forward. It's okay for somebody in here. I just saw Sedona, so it's heavy for you to make this transition, for you to relocate. So definitely do that. Also just heard Atlanta, Georgia. So maybe you've been thinking about going to Georgia. Let's see what else we get. Okay, somebody in here is fearful of taking the next step, because I just saw like a bare foot, like try to step in grass but hesitate. I can see hesitancy in this person's foot. Spirit is saying take that step. There's nothing, like there's just fresh green grass underneath your feet, right? Take that step. Okay, moving will not leave me alone. Somebody in here, you need to move. If you've been thinking about it, you'll know if this resonates with you or not. If you've been thinking about it and you've been contemplating it, Spirit is saying you need to move. Take this step. Something about this move, it is going to activate something huge in your life. This does feel very spiritual to me. It may not necessarily be spiritual, but it could be something like you move and you find your true love, or you move and you find that job that you've always wanted, or you win the lottery, right? It could be anything, but something about this move feels very big for my pile number twos. Okay, your health is coming up. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Okay, Spirit is saying don't eat too much salt. I am not a nutritionist. I'm just giving you the messages that I'm getting. I am not a trained professional. So water is going to be key for someone here. So not just drinking it, but I see someone going to the beach. Something about going to the beach is going to be very transformative for you, because I just saw, what is it, Galveston, Texas. I just saw that. Okay, play is coming in for my pile number two, so maybe you need to be more active. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that's fun for you, even if you have to do it by yourself. Spirit is saying some of you are like, but who am I going to do it with? I don't really have any friends. I just moved to this new place, or I moved away from all my family. I don't have any friends. Spirit is saying do this even if you have to do it by yourself. Do something nice for yourself, have fun. Do something that makes you laugh, even if it's just something as simple as going to see a movie. Okay. Someone here, your ancestors are trying to get in contact with you. I literally just like had this feeling of somebody sitting beside me and putting their hand on my shoulder. I also saw like a vision of it, and it feels like, okay, this is definitely very specific. Someone in here, you have been sitting, maybe I think they call it the Indian style pose, or the yoga pose, and it's almost like your ancestors are sitting there and they're waiting for you to open this door, because they have some messages for you. There's something they need to tell you. That also could be part of your activation as well. Okay, that's all I have for pile number two on that. So let's get you some cards. Let's see what we got. Pile number two. Actually, let's move this up here. First card, number 6, mirror. Okay. Creatrix. Okay. Card number 10. Oh, got another one. Letting go. Bottom deck energy, surrender, and flow. Wow. Okay. I'm already getting messages and I haven't even started yet. Okay. Let's start with this first card. So the first card is mirror. It says world is a mirror. Notice patterns, clear blocks. Okay. So for someone in here, this activation is going to clear blockages from you, specifically with your third eye. I am noticing this right here, specifically with your third eye. This pile feels very spiritual, so if you're not on a spiritual path, you might want to check out pile number 1. But it feels like there is a huge activation coming for you. Even this right here makes me think of flowers. So maybe you need to, right here, maybe you need to tap into herb magic. Maybe that's something that you want to do. Also, mirror magic is coming out really heavy for this pile. So if you are trying to get in touch with your ancestors, if you are trying to start on your journey, maybe look into herbal and mirror magic. I think it's going to be key for you. If that does not resonate with you, Spirit is saying that during this activation, you will meet people along the way who will mirror you, and they will bring out things in you that you need to heal. And it is going to be a good thing. I know it may not sound like it, but it's actually going to be a good thing. This is a true activation for someone in this pile, okay? So you're going to meet these people, one, maybe more than one person, who's really going to activate something in you. They're going to mirror things about you back to you, so that you can fix those things, so that you can heal those things, and you can move forward into this path of understanding, move forward into this, whatever this activation is for you. Okay. Now, for some of you in this pile, this card number 2 is creatrix. So it says express emotions, birth your creations, womb energy. So for some of you, maybe you're going to start on a more artistic path. Maybe you are going to get into a lot that has to deal with creation. So when I think about things like creation, I think paintings, books, music, right? Something that you have to use your mind for specifically. Like, I'm not saying in the corporate world you don't have to use your mind, because that would be very untrue. But this feels like something that comes from not just the mind, but the soul as well. So maybe this Spirit is going to activate you and allow you to tap into this creative ability that is within you, that you have been afraid to tap into. This activation is coming along. This transmission is coming along, so that you can tap into this creative part of yourself, so that you can let yourself be free enough to explore what is already within you, because this is not a situation of Spirit is going to give you something. It is already in you, right? But you have to be in a place where you can see it. You have to be in a place where you can honor it. You also have to be in a place where you can believe it, right? So Spirit may also be clearing out self-doubt for you, where you have so much indecision that you can't even make a decision just about yourself, right? You're worrying about whether or not it's going to be perfect, or whether or not anybody's going to like it. And I can tell you from personal experience, what is meant for you will be meant for you, right? Even if that means only 5 people in the world will like it, it is meant for you to create that thing, okay? And Spirit is going to open that for you, okay? Your third card, was letting go. It says timing, forgive self and others, process emotions, okay? Now, I talked about this in the beginning, that there is a fear here, right? And this activation is going to cleanse your spirit. It is going to cleanse your body. It is going to allow you to let go. There is a freedom. Something about your card feels very free to me. Even like here, it says light body, right? There's something about your card. I'm sorry, not your card, but something about pile number 2 that just feels very light. It feels very transformative, but there is a need to let go, right? There is a need to let go so that this activation can happen for you, because it's almost, for some reason, it feels like right there at the surface, and you just need to bathe in a sense, where you actually cleanse yourself of all of the unwanted energy. Maybe you should consider doing a spiritual bath, or maybe saging yourself or your home, because there is an aspect here of letting go and truly cleansing, okay, so that you can tap into the creativity that's already there within you, okay? Bottom deck energy pretty much is saying what I was just saying. Surrender and flow. So it says ride the waves, tap into flow state, let go, right? I think we kind of know what this is, right? And also that tap into flow state also makes me think of creativity. I can't think of the movie right now, but and I'm looking right at it. There's a movie, I believe it's a Disney, maybe Pixar. There's a movie where You can see people when they get into flow state, they almost become ethereal, right? They're in this place. I think it might be called soul. I think it is what it's called. But when they tap into their purpose, they're in this state of complete and utter flow. And Spirit is saying this is all around you, right? But you're going to have to let go so that you can tap into that state of flow. And also, part of letting go is surrendering to the flow, is surrendering to the unknown. It is surrendering to the things that you cannot change, right? So Spirit is saying, you got this. Surrender, right? And by surrendering, this good thing that's coming into your life is true and utter activation. Okay, let's get you some cards. So first we're gonna do the astrology deck, see if we can get any messages about maybe a timeline around when this is going to happen for you. Maybe maybe the signs that are going to be important to help you with this activation. Just give me a minute. Okay, let's see what we get. Number two. Wow. Venus, love. I think that's just one card. Okay, yeah, it's just one card. Ah, wow. Pluto, transformation. Okay. So I would say look into your birth chart. See where Venus falls into your birth chart. I think that'll actually help you in regards to timelines. But I will say that for some reason this feels like this does not feel like outside love. This feels like self-love. When self-love comes into play, when you really truly learn to love yourself, not just the outward appearance but the inside as well. Spirit is saying around this time, part of that activation is going to be self-love. It is going to be about loving yourself. It is going to be about seeing yourself in a whole new light, seeing yourself through the eyes of the universe, seeing yourself the way the universe sees you, because the universe sees you as love, right? So this activation is going to put you into a state of self-love, but it may also be the catalyst for your activation, right? Is loving self, right? Letting go, right? Surrendering to flow, mirroring, right? Which is, we talked about, someone or more than one person may come into your life and mirror things about yourself that will allow you to let go, but also to love yourself. If there's some things about you that you want to change, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I will never tell anybody if you don't want to change, if you want to change, don't change. But there's also an aspect of self-love here where you are going to need to maybe face those things about yourself that you love, but you don't think other people will love. And you need to love yourself fully, right? Come to yourself whole, right? And what I mean by that is meet yourself, because think about it this way. If you're looking for love to come into your life, a lot of times we want to go into a relationship 100% whole. But if that is your plan, then you have to learn to love all the parts of you, the ugly parts, or the parts that you consider ugly, because I guarantee you the parts you consider ugly, someone else consider it beautiful, right? Spirit is saying that there is a aspect of self-love that you need to tap into so that you can see yourself through the eyes, like I said, through the lenses of the universe for you, okay? We talked about this, right? The surrender and flow, transformation, right? Activation, right? So to me, it feels like this activation is going to transform you in a way that is beautiful. I feel like it is going to release a lot of soul ties that you have. It's also going to release a lot of debt. And what I mean by debt, I mean karmic debt. It's going to release that karmic debt from your life, from your family. I feel like that this is absolutely needed in order for you to go into this transition. I think this transition is about transforming. This transition is about letting go and about making sure that you learn to truly love who you see in the mirror, not just as a physical person, but also the parts that you can't see, right? The inner parts of you, okay? So I'm going to shuffle some tarot cards and we'll see what we get, okay? Okay, first card, Page of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, and your bottom deck energy. Wow, your bottom deck energy is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, some of you might have been debating between pile number 1 and pile number 2 because the Hermit actually came out for pile number 1. So if you feel like it, have a look and have a listen at that pile. Okay. First card, Page of Swords. So anytime I see the Page card, I always think of immaturity. That it always makes me think of that. But it also makes me think of new paths, new horizons, right? Look at down here, how this to me feels like barren land, right? It looks like barren land to me. Spirit is saying that there is a new beginning happening for you after this activation, and it may seem scary. You may seem, not you may seem, but you may feel like you're unprepared for this, and you're not, right? All of the things that you've done to lead you to this activation has prepared you for this, right? And in the beginning, yes, it may absolutely seem like you're a fawn, like a baby deer just starting out, just, learning how to walk, right? But Spirit is saying that you have been protected every step of the way in this process, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. There is definitely fortune coming for someone here. And maybe you've been in a state like this Hermit card, right? You've been in a state of just quiet contemplation. You have maybe not all, and maybe not all of, for all of you, it may not have been quiet contemplation. Maybe you've been in a state of you just don't know what you want to do. Maybe you do know what you want to do, but you're afraid to take that step. Spirit is saying taking that step into this place of activation is going to open this Wheel of Fortune for you. The fortune is turning in your favor, right? You were here. Look at it. Look at the similarities to the clothes of the Hermit and this person here, right? You were here, but now you're moving here, right? You're moving into a place of the upward turns of the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And this is happening, all this is happening for you because you're stepping into this activation. So don't be afraid. And we kind of talked about this. I feel like this is your past energy, or it could be what you're going through right now, where you're in this hermit mode and you're really trying to figure out, how do I get past this? How do I move? Like, what steps do I need to take? Why does this feel so heavy, right? And like I said, there is a cleansing that really needs to happen within your spirit in order for you to move forward, okay? Now, I laughed a little when I got this, when this was your bottom deck energy, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles talks about holding on, right? And what do we have these cards say? Let go and surrender to the flow, okay? So the Four of Pentacles, to me, Spirit is just saying, listen, let go. I know it's scary. I know it's not the easiest thing to do. The Spirit is saying, let go and I will catch you, right? It also makes me think of pile number 1, fall into my arms, right? Their pile was a little bit more about love that was coming in, but this feels like I said, this feels like activation to me. And Spirit is saying that you need to surrender and you need to let go, right? Stop holding on to the things that you can't change. And also, this is for someone specific here, stop holding on to things that are not for you, right? Because what comes after the Four of Pentacles is what? The Five of Pentacles, right? To me, it's that card always gives me poverty, right? Especially depending on what you're talking about in the reading. It talks about being in a place of lack, right? And the reason why the Five of Pentacles got there is because they started out in the Four of Pentacles, right? They were holding on to things that wasn't meant for them, holding on and too afraid to let go. And Spirit is saying, let go. There is something so beautiful on the other side of letting go, right? There is something that is so wonderful that's on this other side of letting go, but you'll never know if you don't let go, right? You'll never know what that thing is because you're so busy holding on, right? You can't free your arms, you can't free your legs to do anything else but hold on. And Spirit is saying, let go, right? Let go and let me help you. Let me cleanse you and let me get you into this activation period that you need to be. I'm going to shuffle one of these Cosmic Insight cards. I didn't do this for pile number 1, but I just felt called to do it for pile number 2. So give me a second. Let's see if we can get one final message for you. And if you have a question that you want to ask Spirit, just hold that in your mind, because these cards do even have yes or no answers. So maybe something will come out for you. Ha ha ha. Okay. Spirit is saying I said all I can say. I've said all that I will say. Let go, make room for the new beginning on its way to you. I don't even think we need to talk about it anymore. I don't even think this needs a second conversation. So yes, definitely for pile number 2, the biggest thing coming for you right now is letting go, right? Being in this place where place, why do I keep saying space? This place where you understand that letting go is the best thing for you, right? Don't be afraid. I know it's hard and it's easy, and I just saw yes, so maybe that if you did actually ask the questions, the answer is yes. But let go, okay? Let go of what the outcome, you think the outcome would be. Let go. Let go, let go, let go, right? So that's all the messages that I have for pile number 2. I really hope this message resonated with you. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.